Peace and blessings, everybody. As you can tell, this is going to be a very, very special episode. Woo-hoo-hoo. Not only is it the 13th episode, but it's also Friday the 13th.
Oh, it all matches.
So it's just dope energy. We feeling good. Obviously, they got their cup.
It's our cup.
Cups.
I ran out.
Don't worry about what's in my cup.
So, before we get into it and we explain who is here today and who is returning, I am your boy Jamar Lee. And you already know this guy.
I am Sovi the Great.
And before we get started into this special episode, make sure you follow us on mixitup.513. Again, mixitup.513. And subscribe to our YouTube, Mix Space It Up 513. Mix Space It Up 513 on YouTube. Subscribe, follow our videos. You can see the whole clip up there on YouTube. And our special guest, I'm going to allow both of you to introduce yourselves.
Hey. My name's Courtney, CS Piff, Courtney J, as these two gentlemen would like to say.
I like to say Pat Grams now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Alright.
MySpace.
And
my boy.
Caleb, you feel me? Lamp God. You know, I do a little bit here and there. First time here, so appreciate you pulling up.
Here, man.
Okay, I get it.
So I'm going to get into what makes this episode so special.
For sure. Go ahead, brother.
So not only is it episode 13, Friday the 13th, this is going to be the first ever two-part episode. So this is part one. Stay tuned for part two.
Yes, for sure. So within part one, we're going to obviously cover our usual. So we're just going to dive right into it. We're going to talk about sports right now. The NFL.
Let's get it.
What we got?
And I hate to do it because I'm so tired of talking about this dude.
It happens.
But it seems like I can't get this dude out of my house. Like,
who is he?
I want him out of my house.
Talk your house.
I want Antonio
He like
Brown.
an unwanted Santa.
He like a fucking roach, bro.
You like the settlement?
Man.
God damn.
Antonio Brown, I need you out of my house. Now,
You're out of here.
I was happy that he went to the Patriots, and I was hoping that he got quiet and there was no one. Because I love the fact that he's getting paid. I hate the fact that he gave up, what, 21, 22?
22 million.
Mil, like, but I was happy he left and I wouldn't hear from him. Like, that was a good sacrifice for him, not for me. For him.
But wait.
But now he's getting
there's
caught
more.
with a
Rape
possible
allegations,
rape. So
Rape
it's pretty
allegations,
cool.
dog.
So, Sylvia, I know that you are into it. I know that you've been looking at it. You were the first to post it. Sylvia, what do you think about this?
So I'm not into rape.
No,
I'm into the AP. I just want to clarify that.
Disclaimer.
So, but yeah, man, I thought the way he went about this was totally wrong. Because it was reported before that he wanted to go New England when he was at Pittsburgh. But they wanted to do the trade because they didn't want to go to a contender.
right.
So obviously he forced himself out, making it seem like it was for money and going to the Raiders. But then he got himself out of there by doing the helmet, the frostbitten feet. It's nasty looking. And then, obviously as for his release, once the Raiders was like, we're not going to give you your money,
Right.
your guaranteed money, since you violated all these rules, all these clauses by doing all this, threatening to punch the GM, things like that. We're going to pay you game by game. And he was like, you're not going to pay me, release me. So they released him. And what do you know?
He's
Go
on
to the freaking Patriots.
and he's ready to get a ring.
All right.
Soon as like 2 days after that broke the rape allegations.
Yeah. But
Oh, yeah, that's
before
set up.
the rape allegations, how you broke that down, it's like it was kind of crazy, but I can't blame him. You know what I'm saying, in a sense? Because it's like if you want to get somewhere, if you really want to get there, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there, even if it's not necessarily the right thing. But nah, rape allegations, we can't agree on that.
Wait, is this the chick that's claiming that he raped him? Wasn't it like his
Personal trainer.
Okay. I was seeing the pictures a couple days ago. That's bullshit.
That's
She
touchy.
lying.
That's touchy too, bro. 'cause
I'm not questioning that it's touchy because why would you go back? First and foremost,
Right.
like I don't understand if he raped you, why would you go back to training and then again have intercourse, right? So that's
looking happy as hell in those pictures.
That's very questionable.
And the thing is too, when you're a personal trainer, you get kind of like up and close and personal with who you with, like not in like a sexual way, but, they stretch you out. They stretching you out and doing all kind of stuff. So it's like, y'all were kind of in that situation, like. That's touchy, man.
I'm
I
just
can't
so
necessarily
tired of these great players not being known for winning. Like, I have to go with Stephen A. on this, Uncle Steve. It's just
Uncle
like,
Steve.
dude, why do we know you for this right now?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Like, after Juju Smith, you started talking about your teammates and how you deserve this, that, and the third. And you started just decline. And then it was antic after antic after antic. Then it was trade. Then it was more antics. And you're not known for winning.
Right.
AB was known for going out to get the deep balls, going across the middle, not mind getting hit and getting back up, dropping balls over people. Like, I want that AB. I want you to be great, and I don't mind you chasing the bag. However, win, man. Like, can you produce a crazy win?
I feel that.
Like, that's my thing. I don't even care. Like, I think the rape is BS, and I don't even think most of the time rapes are BS before I hear the story out. But this one, I believe, is BS.
think that's
But
all
why
right.
do-
They trying to tarnish
that's
that.
all
why do we know?
right.
Why do we know you for this trash?
Yeah.
But so, Saul's favorite team had a
Let's go.
good week one.
Who they? Even
I
though
can't even.
they lost.
But it was a good. Hey, I'm telling
I'm
you.
sorry.
I got a bald head.
We all ball here except for this guy.
I'm on my way, bro. I looked in the mirror the other day. I was like, oh shit, my hairline. I have to go bald.
Let it go.
But now, who did they go against though?
So they put the Seahawks, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
How's
was
the Seahawks looking this year? I'm
they
not really.
they look like they struggled a little bit against the Bengals, and I was shocked, bro. I have never
Yeah,
seen
because
our offense look pretty.
Dalton, first time in his career threw for over 400 yards.
It was pretty, bro. It was
Wow.
just the first
And
time.
they
So it was
they
kinda-
look
already-
It was
good.
kind of like a graceful loss rather than just a total.
What was the
ass.
final score?
21-20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were down by
no,
one. Wasn't it a field goal that ultimately
That
like
was-
would have that they
No,
would've-
we were on a
We would have
march,
won.
but
Yeah, we would have won if he would have kicked the field.
Yeah.
If Randy Bullock would have kicked the field goal, one of the field goals.
Yeah, it was out of his range though. I think his first was like 53, and they were like only 55, 56. If he would have kicked. But it was a triumphant win. I'm still not buying the damn season ticket again. But it was a good showing. I didn't know our offense, even without AJ, it looked pretty.
He's still out?
Yeah. But no, I'm honestly happy that they came out, and they came out guns blazing. Our defense even looked good.
The
Which
defense.
I didn't even know. It's practically the same
Was going
team.
in, man.
It's the same team from last year. They just
He always
played
there,
different.
though. Glory 96. Shout out to you, man.
Who on the
team.
coaching staff is new? They got
Everybody
a bunch
got
of
the whole
everybody.
staff.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
they
so
fired
that's-
Marvin last year, right?
that's what it is then.
And they
got a whole new
staff.
coaching staff.
And
Yeah.
it's an offensive coach, and I just like, man, we don't have an offense, period. But somehow, some way, they
See,
came out.
he
looking
never
good.
called a play.
You
That's
know
the
what?
thing. He never called a play. He was the quarterback coach for St. Louis.
Yeah.
He never called an offensive play.
You know what though?
He brought
It kind of
quarterback.
gives me hope though. It was kind of like if y'all remember back in 2013 when the Big Three came in Miami when they were first losing, but it took them a minute to like get into
Sure.
their shit,
That's a
and
good
then they
way to
were
put it.
good. Like that's what I'm thinking about with the Bengals. Is like they got a whole new team, they playing the same, but they got a whole new coaching team. So it's like it's gonna take them a minute to
Yeah, get in
get in their
muscle.
groove. But once they get in their groove, y'all better watch out, man. I don't know.
They look not like we have practically the same exact team. I think we only have one or two new additions.
Yeah.
And they're not even starting out.
That's the thing. Yeah, they're not starting.
And it's how they. I'm sitting there like, who in the hell?
And the offensive line, the offensive line is
Like,
banged up. The offensive line is banged up too.
I was like, man, and Dalton looked kind of comfortable back there.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting rushed a little bit,
The Red Rocket.
but nah, he does not. For me, he did not earn it yet. You're not the Red Rocket yet. You're still the Red Failure.
He's rising.
But
See
he's
what I did
rising.
there?
They need
Yeah,
some
I
consistency.
see everything you're doing there.
They
buddy.
need some consistency.
Red Rocket.
Moving on. God dang.
Yes. I guess yes.
NCAA college football. So the Tennessee kid, the kid that made the UT shirts.
The fourth grader, he got bullied because he couldn't afford
Clothes.
the University of Tennessee's clothing, which is his favorite NCAA football team. He got bullied for it.
Yeah.
So what he did was he designed his own shirt. So it was just an orange shirt, and he basically, I think he had a staple with a paper clip,
Yeah.
a piece of notebook paper with UT on it. And people were bullying him, making fun of him and stuff like that. So what the University of Tennessee did, they made that like one of their trademark
Trademark
things.
things,
It's
yeah.
now an actual shirt for the University of Tennessee.
They took the thing he drew and put it on. Like they
silk screen.
How did he put the UT on there again?
So it was a shirt,
a notebook
and it
printer?
was
Yeah, he drew it.
literally
Yeah, exactly like that.
paper clipped it to a hoodie and drew
Yeah, it was
UT
like
was bullying him for
UT,
that.
and then that, like the U is at University and the T said Texas.
and they took what he drew and put it and
I
made
got you
real
what you're
merch.
saying because you smirking and smiling.
I mean, like, bullying is definitely wrong at fucking kids.
He's about to say,
But why didn't he just take a permanent marker and just draw UT on the shirt? Like, I felt like putting it on a piece of paper
I really
all
feel
that
like
was.
I feel like we would have got
But
the
it's
same
cool.
result. It would have got the same result
Yeah,
if he did.
like-
He would have got made fun of.
Like, yo, they fucking with him. That's cool.
I don't know.
That was just my first thing. Like, he could have just wrote it on the shirt. That would have saved him time.
That
But-
wasn't your first thing.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
if this was like 10 years ago,
Courtney would have tore his ass.
Tore his ass up.
Nah, man, little nigga, little Simon Birch.
Nah, you would have tore his ass up, man. You would have.
I would have been with you. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have been with you. I would have been with you.
But like,
I would have felt bad because afterwards I would have bought him a shirt though.
Yeah, like
I would've
facts.
bought
That's the
him a
kind of
shirt.
stuff
I
we
would've
get.
bought
Like,
him
I
a
would have
shirt.
got him
We would have
together.
gave him a hard time.
I would've-
We
I
would have gave him a hard
I
time.
would have been like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
I might not have given him.
But
a
we
hard
would have gave him. I was
time
like, you
either.
couldn't use college rule. You had to use regular notebook. I would have said something, but I would just be like, all right. But like,
You had to use regular notebook.
Like, all right, I'm
You
gonna
know,
fuck
like-
with you. But nah, shout out to that kid though. Like,
shout
I mean,
out to
word,
UT,
word
bro.
for him.
Like for real.
and they give him a full ride.
Yeah,
And they give him a full
How
ride.
old is this nigga?
He's
Fourth
a
grader,
bro.
fourth grader.
So he's great.
So he's like,
So he's
Yeah.
good.
I didn't know he ain't just gonna get addicted to meth when he's like in 10th grade.
Courtney,
God, they just gonna give a nigga
Come
a
on,
full
man,
ride like he's in 4th grade.
But think
like,
about
bruh.
this though. Think about this. If you got a full ride, you may not understand like the gravity of having a full ride to college. But as you got older,
I'm
you
sure
would.
it is.
Then you'd be like, oh damn.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that, but like you just don't know the future of a child these days. Like,
Hennessy.
I'm just
We
saying,
don't
like the
see
nigga's
that.
in 4th grade right now. You gonna give him a full ride? Like he could
what they
fucking
did.
become a spy or something. And
Team
the
USA,
nation up.
I'm not
Team USA basketball.
good switch.
Who's in Team USA? Who's
That's a good point.
Who's
Who
it?
is on Team USA?
who is
Who the
it?
fuck cares?
Who is it?
Those guys.
Who is it?
So they lost. They lost first to France. First
They
to
lost
France.
to France.
First to France.
What?
First to France.
And then
Then Serbia.
What the fuck is a Serbia? What is it? I'm just joking.
my problem with this
I'm
is
sorry.
But they lost to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're not gonna be back next week, bro.
Who
We're not
is?
gonna be back next
Hold
week.
on, I need to hear the roster of the USA team here.
I'll
Who?
just say a few in that because Kemba Walker,
Huh?
Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum.
It sounds like you just named 3
Marcus
light skinned
Smart?
niggas right now.
No, Donovan Mitchell and Jason. I mean, Jason Tatum's the only light skin out of the two.
the only one.
Miles Turner.
No vets? Like,
No.
He named Kemba, but like
Kimba Walker and
that's no vet I know.
Kimba Walker,
I don't-
Donovan
Kimba's
Mitchell.
cool.
They don't
I guess.
Trust me, Kimba's
But they
cool.
lost to France.
Tatum.
They lost in general. You know, like the
They lost to
United
Schneider Electric. Is that what you're telling me right now?
The problem is that they lost in general, bro. Like the United States is like we don't lose in basketball.
We invented the goddamn
Anybody.
sport. How you gonna lose to fucking France in goddamn basketball?
That's my problem, bro. It's like we don't lose to anybody. Like you ever heard of the Dream
No,
Team?
none of the like the superstars were on the team.
Is this
Obviously.
what the dude from Rush Hour 2 meant when he was saying fuck
The Dream Team
Americans
is
and
dead.
shit? What he meant? Is this what he meant?
Courtney.
Damn, he brought it there.
Courtney.
I'm just glad you called the Rush Hour.
said you can't even-
I'm just happy you called the Rush Hour.
Give
too.
some of them now.
Said you can't even beat the Europeans in basketball anymore.
What happened?
Talk about the NBA again.
Next thing you know, you're gonna say France got an NFL football team.
I hate all 3 of you. So, sports and fashion, OBJ and his watch. This is what I'm talking
love
about.
this part.
Listen.
Damn,
Nigga,
he
listen.
hyped now.
Let him know.
Wait,
Talk to
As a person
Starbucks him.
who had all the dreams, all the characteristics of going pro, I hate it when I see people who look like me that are out there capable of not only chasing the bag but getting the bag and then just totally effing it up. Like, I don't understand this damn watch.
Richard,
Did you say how much it was?
Richard,
I was like 190.
About 250?
250.
That's what
250,000.
That's what a plain face, no diamonds Richard Mille goes for. And that's what he had on.
250,000.
Listen,
250,000.
some people would love to have that in 5 years.
Shoot. Donate that watch to the Bahamas.
Listen, what we are doing as a culture is way beyond what it was meant for. I don't understand why people like
Sprinkle
me,
that.
who,
Sprinkle that. Hey,
why people like me, who look like me, who have this opportunity, are just totally pissing on it. Like, dude,
You mean to tell me he's sporting this watch during games when there's like a
I'm talking
hurricane?
Yeah, you're talking about dude is running down the field, wrist on his watch.
like
Warriors,
you
running down the field,
you
football
playing
in the
in
hand.
Cleveland. There are people in Cleveland who would die to have this opportunity. Just the opportunity to play this game.
I feel like it's just overkill.
It is like
you're OBJ. You can't go anywhere without anyone
Who's
noticing.
telling him to do this?
You were.
he is.
He is.
He did it himself.
He didn't see nothing wrong with it, bro. He went on live. He
You
was
don't,
just
you don't
like
think like they got like the
he was
the
basically, and he didn't say this.
strings in the background?
They're-
Nah, bro.
I think this is
Because
just
this is
OBJ.
giving him a lot
This
of
is just
attention
him.
right here.
He
Absolutely
always been
a lot.
asking that. That's what kind of got him his way out of
Yep,
New York.
yep.
But he was basically saying like, look, now if this was like, and this is not his exact words, but basically saying, if this was just a Joe Schmo wearing a $20, watch from somewhere, y'all won't be saying nothing. But because it's me, my high profile guy that got in trouble, y'all making a big deal.
Yeah,
I understand that.
that's true.
But on the same tip, I feel like it's just overkill because it's like, one, you're OBJ. You can't go anywhere and not be known. You're making a lot of money in the NFL already. You can have whatever woman, whatever you want, you can have it. Like, cars, da-da-da-da-da, all of this shit. And you're one of the best football players in the world. Why the fuck you also have to wear a
Back to your point.
$250,000 watch?
Listen, I think
Like,
these people
why?
don't have the right people around them. Because
Yeah.
I know damn well if I pull some stuff like this, my auntie would have pulled up on me like, "Hey nephew, let me holler at you.
He like, I'll pull up on you.
Let me
Take that watch
on.
off.
let me holler at you."
My mom would pull up on me for even buying the watch. Why did you just spend $250 on a watch, let alone wear that during a game?
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, my auntie would pull up with a god doggone Malibu, screeching and everything. Nephew, do you know what you're doing?
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I used to go to Walmart and buy the headband, the Walmart headband.
Yeah.
Not the one's brand name. We used to play, ninth grade.
You know what a
I used to be
BMW
one.
i8 goes for? $80,000. $80,000 for an i8, and you got a $250,000 watch on. You could have bought two i8s, 2-3 of them things.
Could have bought these out. Yeah.
Man,
Damn.
listen, I wish at one point in time our culture would hold these people responsible, because it's
It'll
just like
never
getting out of hand.
And it's putting
Look
Like,
at
think
the
about this.
motherfuckers.
it's putting the regular
wanting
Joe
R.
down.
Kelly
Makes
to
you
be-
realize
yeah,
how much
that
it's
is
like.
But back in the 80s and 90s, like,
It wasn't like that.
do you remember when people would push down on other people for disrespecting the culture?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, you got this,
Motherfuckers
and
check,
you.
motherfuckers like,
Yep, motherfuckers used to get checked on the
because it's
daily.
like,
Now,
you got a
it's
real
cool.
nice Apple Watch on, right? Nice, paid for it,
Appreciate
fully,
it.
whatever, all of that. Why is it that you gotta, like, not that you would, I'm just talking in a general sense. Why is it that I gotta look down at my Apple Watch that I worked real hard to pay for and feel like this ain't shit because this nigga's wearing a $250,000 watch? Like, what does that really do for your
Darn
fans,
is.
and what does that do for
Professor where
people
it could get-
who look up to you? Like, damn, like, I feel like I ain't shit. Like,
The culture.
Yeah.
Talking
I think
about the
that's
culture,
kinda
so
lame. Yeah.
I think it is too.
I think
so
it's
the
kinda
NBA.
lame.
So last year you saw some players wearing the ninja headbands. Jimmy Butler, a few other ones there wearing ninja headbands. Kind of caught on.
you don't know, in sports, like, they got the sweat headbands, but they got like
The Karate
tails
Kid.
on
Yeah, they got
Karate
the tail
Kid.
on
them. Yeah, like
Okay.
Naruto has his headband,
Yeah,
they got the
yeah.
tails on them and shit.
Okay.
They just banned that. You can't.
So they
have
just
tails.
banned it. Yeah,
What's
they
the
just
point?
told them
Well, why would
it
they
was
ban
never
it?
approved. They said that people was complaining about the length and things like that. Like it did
It's
go under
basketball. What is it
protocol.
what is it gonna
didn't
fucking
affect
get?
anything.
Well,
So that's what I was
he got
saying.
on a ninja headband. This nigga can do more layups. Like what?
Fucking 3-point jutsu, nigga.
Like, the fuck?
Nigga
No,
ain't never met
like
nothing.
it's just a headband, bro.
Yeah, I thought that was
That's
kind of
what we
lame.
said. Go back to the point. Like
Niggas
take
just
down
should
the
start
culture,
wearing
like, bro, like,
do-rags.
right?
But it's just like, you know,
Like, why do that?
back when, you know, like the early 2000s, kind of like when how NBA players used to dress. They used to just show up wearing whatever,
Right
and then they put, you know, oh, you gotta
Wearing a
dress
pair
up
of
looking
Vans.
somewhat. It's like I feel like they be trying to step into the culture too much. Like you know, you gotta have a certain freedom.
If you want
in what
this
you
money,
want to do.
nigga, you
bro.
better.
Yep.
Basically. Yeah, basically.
I'm glad you said it.
Basically.
I can't say it. So on to the next thing.
Yeah.
On to the next thing. We've all seen it. I definitely want to talk about this one. The new Dave Chappelle comedy skit on Netflix.
I watched it as soon as it was
Hey.
uploaded, yo.
I gotta know what y'all's thoughts on this one, man.
Hey man,
I'm gonna reserve my right to say something until the end.
shout out to Dave Chappelle. You are literally the funniest comedian walking this earth, bro. And on top of that, that was some of the things he was saying was so real. Like it was hilarious, but it was real. Like damn, like I just really sat and thought about that joke, and that's damn, like damn.
What you think, CS?
The nigga is funny. He is top tier comedian to me, you know.
Yeah, 20th century. Richard Pryor, like he's up there with the legends.
You know, the pedophile jokes. And I was just like, yeah, not my cup of tea, but you know, you do you.
He was talking about the Michael Jackson and all. Yeah, I was watching that with this one shorty, and she had a son, and she was just sitting there watching that, like she wasn't really laughing. I was like,
Hey,
go to the next joke, nigga.
Chappelle, you know, he always says some things that, you know.
But at the same time, what he was saying about like that particular part,
But it's
real
like,
though.
yo,
Like
if the nigga said that old boy wasn't doing nothing, then how you gonna believe everybody else that you want to come out 30 years after motherfucker passed, and then they make a fake ass documentary talking?
I really wish they would just leave him just dead.
Man, just let the nigga die. Just
I think only Dave could do something like this.
that is a
That's
fact.
his niche. That's
That
his
is a
niche.
fact.
That's why the Chappelle show was so successful. That's why his stand-ups are still successful.
Yeah.
Because only Dave could say, you know, like this the Michael Jackson scenario. The little boy could be like, you know, how was your weekend? And Michael Jackson, you know, taught me.
Or the school
only-
shooter
Imagine
one.
if it was
Yeah,
like
that
Jeff
was-
Foxworthy trying to say that shit.
Or
That nigga would be arrested that night.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, only Dave could put it the way that he did it in a funny, serious, real manner that appealed to everybody.
And I love how like quarter way through the special, he was just like, if you ever feel offended by what I'm saying, remember you clicked on my face.
Yeah.
Like
You saw this.
You saw
You
this.
picked
You
me.
still
So-
did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's just getting you ready for like, yeah, what I'm about to say ain't gonna really make you feel, you know, too comfortable.
Who told that nigga to wear that outfit though? That's what I was wondering.
That was kind
Half,
of.
it was the half baked thing, remember?
No, that was an Air Force
No, the
joint.
jumps. I know, but the jumpsuit was supposed to be like
it's supposed to represent that half baked.
half baked. Like he was.
But he must
The
have been baked when
custodian
he tried
joint.
that.
You're right, because it was like, you trying to be Antoine Fisher or something, nigga? Like, what are you doing with the?
But it was
Nah, he was Navy,
it was
though,
supposed to refer
Yeah,
back to half
I got the
baked.
reference.
Because it had Chappelle on it. You feel me?
Oh, type shit. Yeah, on the emblem right here.
Yeah.
But nah, that shit was good though. It was good though.
I don't mind. I actually loved it. I can't even lie.
Yeah, I
And
like
it's
my
crazy because I was it's gonna bring back in circle. So I had watched the Dave Chappelle thing, right? And I had left and I was talking to somebody. I think it was at work, and I was talking to him about our show. And they were just like, well, it's kind of sexist and da 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 da. And
What?
I was because we do the
we
yes
do the
here,
hall-
This
the
is-
hall pass.
the hall
This
pass.
is sexist.
So just roll with me, right? Roll with the punches.
All right,
So,
all right.
so I'm just like, well, listen, precursor. So I live my life, and I'm pretty sure that you guys know this. I live my life like a person that's died before, because I have died before. Like there's a way a Marine lives their life, which I am too, but then there's a person that died before life. Like I'm here because
Yeah.
I understand that there's nothing. If it's my time to go, then it's my fucking time to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when she said it's kind of sexist and she can't watch it and she wouldn't recommend any other woman watch it, I'm just like, I see where you're coming from, but just hear me out. So I'm like, I see where you're coming from, but we're not going to change a damn thing about the show.
Right.
So and I when it came, I'm just like, I'm sorry, that it offends you, but I meant what I said.
I want to sprinkle that.
So I'm sorry that I sorry came, but I meant what I said. And I'm just like, okay, so our show is sexist, and I didn't tell you because I didn't care. So just like I would say 25, 30 minutes after that, I went to the store to get the kids some food so I can cook. And I work at the Lighthouse, which is a youth development center. So I go there and I'm trying to figure out what I can make all these 12, 13 kids. Mm-hmm. And as I'm at Kroger in the freezer section, some gay guy is looking at my ass. And I'm like, what? Like,
you were taken aback.
I was like, what the fuck?
I had to finish my drink on that.
Like, I'm like, okay, I get it, right? I get it.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, like, you good? Like, making sure that he know that I see him.
Yeah,
I see you, see me, nigga. Like, I'm like, dude, you good? He was just like, yeah, I'm just admiring. I'm like,
he said that.
Yeah, I'm like,
you better than me, cousin.
And again, I'm up here. I don't care. I'm like, bro, listen. I understand that you're gay, and I understand you looking at my ass. But if you cross anything past that, we're gonna have a problem.
Gentleman's handshake. I would have handled that. Totally differently.
So I'm like, man, Dave Chappelle and his series that I watched just yesterday, it kind of rings true. Like I get blasted for loving the most beautiful creature on earth, which is a woman. Mm-hmm. But I have to be physically and mentally accepted by society by allowing this man to look at my ass.
Man, so you're going to cause me to go off the page a little bit, but so did this particular lady didn't see how we shouted the U.S. women's national team, how we gave accolades the women's tennis, U.S. women's tennis matches, the Serena.
I think she only watched one show, I think.
So she only based it off the one show.
She was focusing on one
topic.
Y'all heard her feelings,
which was sex.
So
y'all heard her feelings,
and it wasn't about her.
Y'all struck a nerve.
So I mean,
that's what I got out of it.
Y'all struck a nerve.
I don't know.
She's not involved.
And this is
in
just
sex talk,
a
so she's offended.
Can I ask the race of this particular woman?
We all know this.
Can I ask the race? Was she from the mountains of Caucasus?
She was.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna answer that question. I'll plead the fifth.
So let's go to.
Sounds about white.
This is.
Kobe. You see how that came full circle? I came full circle with that.
We are not going to be on this bitch next week.
Right.
I bet you get offended off that.
Yeah.
So since it is Friday the 13th, I just gotta ask y'all, like, what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie or scary movie? And do y'all actually believe, like, are there any superstitions that y'all believe in about Friday the 13th?
You'll go first? You're a scary movie fanatic, so I'll let you go.
All right. Wait, favorite Friday the 13th movie?
Let's go with Friday the 13th movie, yeah.
I don't think I have one.
Well, let's go.
How about the one where
scary movie then?
Freddy vs.
Oh, I got
Jason.
Friday the 13th movies that I fuck with.
Oh, I know yours when the black guy was beating his ass.
Jason takes over New York or whatever it's called. He was boxing a nigga on the roof, bro. Hey, he was catching me with the Zab Judah combos, but it wasn't enough to take him out. So
I'm sorry, bro. I knew it.
Man, look. And then, but the only thing I hated about that movie was, for one, like, how the fuck did sewage turn Jason back into a human child? Like, what was in that water? Like, and then
Ohio River, dog.
It was yep. It was Ohio River.
You see that episode of SpongeBob where he had the baby gas? He turned everybody into babies. What? That's what that was. That's what's in the water. Turned him into a baby.
You outside of my room. I do not know that one.
This is new.
Hey, I'm showing my age, y'all. I'm showing my age.
I'm with that. I have to watch that episode.
What's your favorite one, man?
I'm probably have to say Freddy versus Jason, just because I liked, like, it was kind of a cheesy story, but I did like how, like, the idea of Jason going in to, like, wake up, or Freddy going in to wake up Jason to get people scared again, to get him to come back. It was that old one with, who was in that?
The girl that killed
Damn,
herself,
what was in
right?
that?
Kelly Rowland.
Yeah,
was
Kelly
in that?
Rowland was in that. Yeah, like I just, you know, it was
Threw her
the
into a
old.
tree.
The girl from 8 Mile, I can't remember her name.
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
You know, it was a corny old little scary movie, but I like the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the point she's talking about. Oh yeah.
Now every dude that was watching Freddy versus Jason know her titties was big as fuck.
Great. I was just like, oh,
Like,
okay, like, damn.
You can't not
Damn,
see it
son.
when the screen is 30
This damn
feet
thing.
wide and shit, and you got a pair of D's in your face, nipples on hard on purpose, because you know they be doing shit like
I'm just telling him,
that.
I understand what you're saying. Tell her not to watch this episode.
No, she should watch it.
She's watching.
She should watch it.
Insight.
She
We'll give him a lot of insight.
a
Okay?
lot, and she would.
You'll better understand
appreciate
men, if you
men
watch
more,
this.
and her spouse would be happier
If she has a spouse.
if she
It sounds
has
like
one.
she doesn't.
The implication.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying,
it is. I don't mean.
I don't know no dude who would want to marry.
What about yours?
You know what? It's yours.
What about yours?
I don't have a favorite Friday the 13th movie.
Okay.
Scary movie would have to be that joint. I think The Hills Have Eyes when we went to see, and I was laughing my ass off, bro. Were you at the movies with us?
Wait, man, we used to
You know what?
bro.
Hey, yo, I would have been in the movie theater. Damn,
Bro.
dude. Like,
Oh, I'm laughing at
bro.
everything.
Bro, I forgot Shaw told
It
me
was
to
the
hand
second one, right?
Yeah, Shaw told me to hand him something, and I looked down, I looked back up, and then it was wrong. I'm like, oh shit! And I started laughing because
This nigga was.
I was laughing because I was scared, like legit scared. Normally I find scary movies funny,
right.
but
Bro.
like I bent down and I went to give it to Shaw, and I looked up, and it was just like this mutated, burnt face, and I was just like, oh!
And then when they grabbed you out the crack, is that what you talking about? When you
Bruh.
reached up? Oh, I was laughing.
Oh
I thought
man,
that was hilarious.
but
Man.
that would have to be my favorite because I was laughing throughout that whole movie. Man.
So I mean, y'all know I laugh at everything, at every funny movie, every scary movie, whatever. So it's hard for me, but Caleb, I'm gonna go with you because that's what I was actually thinking. I just thought that whole movie, the whole premises was funny,
Hilarious.
all the way to when Freddy got killed at the end and winked back, and I'm just like, oh man, this stuff is hilarious.
He was calling everyone a bitch in that movie.
Let me ask y'all, do y'all have a particular scary movie that you're like, oh fuck, that actually scared the fuck out, like that actually just fucked me up, like
I hate scary movies based off real events.
like
Oh,
Annabelle,
yeah.
So,
like
like,
Annabelle and The Conjuring,
The
those
Conjuring,
two
yeah,
movies
those
really fucked me
scared
up. I was
the
like,
shit out of me.
whoa.
I don't know if it was a documentary, but what was that where
Blair
they had
Witch?
The Emily Rose.
where they had the ghosts and the demons upstairs in the attic?
Oh,
And it was like
is
they
it the one with Anthony Hopkins?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a cast. It was like they record. It was supposed to be like they
Like
recorded.
found footage type of movie.
Yeah, like
hunting
and-
ghosts or whatever.
And they burnt the picture and the cross.
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah,
I seen that one. I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Because they sprinkled baby powder.
I actually laughed at that because I kept saying the feet that walk in the baby powder was an Affleck duck.
Shut up.
I would have
I did. I was laughing.
That would've made the whole
I'm sorry,
movie
that's what I
hilarious.
said. Like,
But yeah,
I'm
not
not
like-
scary movies.
The Conjuring and Annabelle,
Yeah, it's
them movies.
Conjuring.
I haven't seen any of that.
Conjuring,
I
yeah.
would, if you
Annabelle.
don't like to really actually be like scared and terrified, I would not.
Or the priest.
0 out of
the
10.
priestess? Ooh,
Yeah,
man.
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Somebody told me that the nun was pretty
The
scary.
Nun. That's what I meant.
Oh
Not the priest, the
shit! That movie.
Ooh, yeah.
I ain't watched that shit.
Oh man, yeah, I don't recommend. 0 out of 10. Like,
Clockwork Orange.
Ooh, that movie's just disturbing.
Yes.
I think that movie is just disturbing. The scene where they cut her tits out and they're just fucking with her and they beat up the old dude. There was a scene
It's
in the
like
movie.
from the 70s.
Yeah, it's
too,
from
on
the
top of
movie.
that.
Like it's like these 4 dudes. They go completely crazy and just
Wow.
run around doing
Like
hella
I
shit.
actually can never finish that movie.
They walked into this like old dude's
Sound
house.
like Devil Reject.
They start just like he's rich as fuck.
From
He's
the
got like
70s,
good looking
like
wife,
that.
all of that. They go in, they just start beating this old dude the fuck up,
Yeah.
and then they like
and
go
then
to
there's
his
a lot
wife.
of symbolism and shit during that scene too. Like they got the black and white checkered print floor because they do it from like a overview.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's fucked up. Like
and
you're
then
like, oh, shit.
they hang him or something like that, right?
Yeah.
With stones in his pocket. Like it's a lot of.
They like take the girl.
That's in depth,
they,
bro.
they clip
Bang,
like
bro.
her. They clip like her tits out. Like they don't clip her whole shirt. They like humiliate her. Just grab her shirt, just clip this and clip this, so her tits are just hanging out. Like that one
movie
particular
is
scene.
fucking-
It's
What's it
fucked
called?
up. It's
Clockwork
a
Orange.
Clockwork Orange. It's
I've never
I
watched
think
that.
it's made by.
it's not
Stanley
even really
Kubrick.
scary. It's just like, God damn, that was disturbing.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like
yeah.
what the fuck? Damn, turn the shit off.
All right, so let's talk about Cincinnati. Oh
What?
yeah, talk about Cincinnati. So marijuana's first dispensary opens Wednesday.
It opened this past Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay then.
Hold on.
5400 Block of
Time
Ridge
out.
Road.
Yep,
Time
facts.
out.
It's not you can go in there and buy weed. It's just
Oh, I was about to go
It's like
Randy
CBD.
Marsh
It's
in
like
that
CBD
motherfucker,
shit.
bro.
It's like CBD and shit.
Oh, okay.
Oils and all that.
So how do you guys feel about this? Well, I don't even know why in the hell I'm asking. Why'd you put this on here?
It's good to talk about. It's good to talk
Something to
about.
talk about,
Ohio
yeah.
need to make the shit legal because
Honestly,
obviously they're gonna make money off the shit.
I'm
and
like, I don't know if anybody here has been over to Cali, like been to Cali West Coast, but it's
Right.
like when you go over there,
you can get that shit delivered to your house.
The culture
Like, it's
of it
like
over there is
DoorDash.
just so open.
Absolutely.
It's even like I was walking down the street. And I like recently went to Cali for my first time, so this was like mind blowing. I walked down the street and there's this little kid and he's talking about dare. So you know, as a high joke, I'm just like, so what y'all think about weed? He's like, oh yeah, we classify weed just like alcohol. You just got to be a certain age to do it. We don't even classify it as a drug anymore. It's like out there, the culture is so different with weed, and it's just like. You know, everybody's happier, like they're more open, like, you know, people stopping you on the street to sell you something, and people are actually stopping and like, da-da-da-da. Like, it's just more, you know, like, the vibes are better, man. Like, that's definitely something that has to happen in Ohio, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes are so much better. Like, I don't know if everybody here
More
delves
jobs,
in the
more money.
devil's lettuce, but man,
Fuck pharmaceutical companies.
and it's like out there too, it's like, you know, like you got different grades and what you want to spend, and then when I actually went to the dispensaries, you see all kind of people in there.
Yeah.
I saw some 65-year-old hippie white lady who I would never expect to smoke anything. She walk in like, I just need a zip of flour. Just the most conservative white
Wow.
woman ever, but she just need to come grab a whole zip. About to go home and get high as hell. Like,
And probably
It's-
fake cookies.
yeah, it's just like I feel like marijuana is more like it's just a normal thing now. It's like it's something that it's like either
I
you
bet.
don't do it or you do.
If they just
It's-
made
it's not
marijuana
it.
legal across every state in America,
Yeah.
then there'll be way less alcoholic deaths. And
sure.
I feel like it would be like,
incidents
and
and
the
shit,
economy would be better. Like, you know,
They're
they,
way
they
better
put
economy.
millions into schools and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the economy's better. There's more to do, and then you give people jobs, working on farms, working in dispensaries, working in the shops, being security for the shops. It just creates things for people, and it makes people happy too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome outlook.
It's like it's like growing money. It's the best thing you could do.
Literally.
Literally, like,
I don't
They're
have
gonna say money don't grow on trees.
aren't we billions of dollars in debt? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your hat says it all.
Okay then.
I forgot this was on there.
Yeah.
I don't mind any use of marijuana. Well, certain strains just like man, what? But I
Do you
don't.
personally use it?
I don't.
Okay.
I probably once it's legal, I probably would, depending on my health status.
Okay. Okay.
I do have stocks in it though. I have like 3 or 4 stocks. So
That's something a lot of people need to get hit
I
to.
hope that it does
real.
become legal. That way I can make some money off of these
You would
daggone
be a
stocks.
really rich man because you'd be really surprised. Like them dispensaries and stuff, man. Like I was told by the people that I was staying with, like most of these dispensaries are privately owned by regular people,
yeah.
and you know they're freaking millionaires.
Yeah. Like my M Jordan, which is up there in Canada, they're looking at hopefully legalizing it in the United States, so then they can bring it back to the United States. So I have stock in them, and I heard that they're outgrowing Canopy, and I think they're outgrowing another major weed seller, cannabis seller. I'm sorry.
And I think too, it would be better. And this is gonna sound weird for the job industry because a lot of people are really apprehensive about getting certain jobs and doing certain things because they smoke weed, but they don't do anything else.
Sure.
But the only and it's like even if you smoke weed in a legal state, if they test you and you have marijuana in your system, it's still federally legal, so you can't get the job. So I feel like if it became federally legal, you would have a lot more people like, you know, willing to work and actually go out there and get a job. Because it's like for me, for example, you know, I have certain skills. I've been in warehouses, all of that. But if I see a job that says a hair test, nope, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Just because I smoke weed, I don't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But it's just because I smoke weed, I know like they're not going to accept me because of that. And it's like I feel like that's a hindrance on a lot of, you know, different things. You have a lot of different people working for you. You didn't care if they smoke weed, you know?
I know that the Cinemark, a lot of Cinemark, I think every Cinemark, they're on the big cannabis push and they don't test for marijuana at all.
Yeah, that's how it is with a lot of restaurants.
And I just want to know, for the culture, one more time, I think this is gonna be it for the culture. What are y'all gonna do with the people that have went to jail and did life sentences just for selling marijuana?
I think they need restitution.
So that's my last push.
Yep.
So
A lot of support.
Just to wrap this up real quick, I don't have an issue with it. I hope it gets legalized across the U.S. because, like you said, I've been to Cali. The vibe out there was totally a lot more different than what it is out here
It's
in the
almost
Midwest.
like 180.
I even actually had people say that they would never ever move to the Midwest because, you know, the vibe out there is just so much better because of marijuana. It's just a happy place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait for it to get legalized, and you know, of course, there'll be government regulations on it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
But
that's the thing. Is like they got it down packed. Once they like out in Cali, it was kind of how it was out here. But once they got it down packed, it was great. That's
what I'm saying.
cheap weed, all of that. So, yeah, sure.
So music scene, underground music in Cincy. I'm pretty sure you guys are a part of it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about it?
This the DJ right here.
It's interesting, you know. Like in Cincinnati, I'm really liking the underground scene. I actually DJ for an artist in Cincinnati. So, you know, I've kind of gotten to dive into certain things, and I've, you know, been to New York. So I've been to Hot New Hip Hop, I've been to Sony Records, I've been to SoundCloud office, I've been to multiple different things, and I'm starting to see that Cincinnati is actually getting a lot more recognition than people want to really think. I'm not even going to lie, because there's a producer, M80 Beats, who's friends with his baby mom, by the way. He just had a record that he produced that just got 1 million views on YouTube in a couple of hours.
Oh shit, word.
I'm about to go on tour here in November. You know, it's just, and with Cincinnati, Future was just here. You know, he was hanging out at the casino for 4-5 hours, you know, linking up, taking pictures with people, things like that. And then he posted later on his Instagram his love for Ohio. So I definitely see that Cincinnati is heading in a direction where we're finally going to get our shine for, you know, the artistic and music talent that we actually do. Because I feel like just because we're in the Midwest, you know, like for whatever reason, we get looked over all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's like, nah, we got some shit going on here. Like, the people we got from not even just Cincinnati, but Ohio in general, like, yo, like, we, you know, we good out here. But, you know, people always want to overlook us because ain't nobody in Cali or, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
They wait till you make it outside of Ohio.
yeah, that's the worst thing about the Natty. It's like, I feel like it was like that, you know, for y'all in y'all time, but then it kind of waned away a little bit some years ago when people started using the mock beat and kind of linking up and doing things like that. But it's kind of, I feel what you're saying, it's kind of heading back to the way it used to be, where it's like, now everybody wants to be something, and if you find somebody who does what you do or does something that kind of gets in the way of what you're trying to do, you start to hate on them.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like they don't want to work with you or whatever it may be, and it's
That's
just
a
like,
sprinkle right there.
not everybody has that talent, you know what I'm saying? And like that's one of the hardest things I run into personally as a DJ. Hey, play my music. Hey, put me in a mix. Hey, da 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 da. And it's like, I don't necessarily want to be like, your music's trash, bro, but at the same time, you don't want to put your name on something. You don't want to put your name on. You don't want to associate yourself or put your name on something that's whack.
I got a story on that.
I did.
I got a story on that. So we was in the West Hills Plaza. My bad to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
We was in the West Hills Plaza probably about 7-8 years ago, maybe 10, probably somewhere around there. This young fella came up to us, said, you know, aspiring artist, came up here. He's like, hey, I was like, would y'all buy my CD? And Jamal and I was like, let us listen to it real quick. Like, you know, if we like it, we'll get it. If not, then, you know, keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
You know, but it's not for us. So we put it in and we listened to about maybe a good 45 seconds.
Damn.
And so Jamar proceeded to press the eject button, popped up the CD and handed it to the guy, and he was just like, you know, tell him that he used to DJ and stuff as well. Was in the DJ scene. This was when he was in the DJ scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I'm a local DJ, and the first thing I want you to do is go read a dictionary.
I said read a book.
Read a book. I'm sorry, read a book.
Man.
So that makes it worse because it could have been any type of book. So there he goes to read. So
damn.
That made it worse. So, good job. Man.
But you know what? I'm not gonna blame you for that though, and I'm glad that you gave me a time frame because when I went to Sony Records, I spoke to Jay Graham, and Jay Graham he's helped out Rich the Kid, he's helped out Travis Scott. Like, you go in his record company, you see Platinum Records. I'm talking about all kinds of artists. Everybody's been in here, and he said that 30 seconds. That's all you get.
Yeah.
You play a song, 30 seconds. If A&Rs, whatever, who you present your shit, don't like your shit in 30 seconds, it's over. Take it out.
Yeah.
Give it back. Go regroup. Go do something else. It's like they're that cutthroat about it. So I totally feel you. It's just, you know, you gotta just depend on where you're at. But I totally feel him on that. It's like 30 seconds. That's all you get, cuz.
You good?
Yeah.
Hey,
Do you remember this dude's name at all?
He probably, you know what? I hope he made it.
I hope he did.
You know what I'm saying? I would be like,
I hope he
because
did.
I remember this
those
guy-
words you said to him, like he more likely like, hey, shit, I'm about to read
I hope he made
motherfucking Stephen
But that's the
King.
thing.
or something.
But that's the
hope he
thing
did.
too. Not everybody's meant to be a star. Not everybody's meant to be, you know, what you're trying to be. Just because you're trying it doesn't mean you're supposed to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could go on tour, come back, and never do anything DJing ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people put a lot. I feel like they put all their eggs in one basket, and then they
hope it
get
booms, yeah.
they get offended when someone gets critical of their shit. And it's like, I'm not even trying to tell you your ass. I'm just telling you need to be better.
Yeah, you need to
'Cause-
work. And that's what I hate to cut you. I know you were supposed to go next, but that's what I loved about being around the culture I was. Like, I was not a performing DJ. Like, I was not. But then my brother Nitty Morris, he's the one who does the intro to the show. My brother Nitty was like, "Listen, you my DJ." I'm like, "Dog, no, I'm not." He's like, "Listen, you my DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't want nobody else touching my records but you. You scratch them, you sample them. You my DJ."
Yeah.
I've heard
I'm
that
like,
a
dude,
million
I
times.
don't know how to. We gonna practice, and bro, when I tell you we hit so hard, like it was just like boom, 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 and it took about a month to get it, and we would practice every day. He was like, "This is why you my DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Feel you on that.
this is why.
Right.
Like, I don't care. This is why you my DJ." And from then, I have always been I love doing mixes and all that.
Yeah.
But I just because of Nitty Morris, I'm a performing DJ. So.
Yeah, I kind of
Shout
got.
out to Nitty, bro.
I kinda got like a-
I remember.
Go ahead, man.
No, I'm just saying.
Kind of just like, you know, small like personal just success story of mine. It was like kind of what yours was. Was like I was in 2014. I was working making $8 an hour in a dish tank. You know, listening to the artist that I now DJ for. And I said one
Facts.
day I'm gonna be a part of his team.
For sure.
One day
Yeah.
I am, and
You
I'm
really
now I'm
did
looking
that
up.
shit, too.
In about a month and a half, I'm going on tour with this specific artist. So it's like
It's dope.
whatever dream you got, whatever you think you can do, you can really actually do it. You just have to look past like your own fears of shit. Cause I used to tell he'll tell you, I used to tell my niggas all the time, "Hey bro, I want to be Lamb DJ. Da, 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 da." So go ask dude. Like, you got the talent, you got this, you got that. So go ask him. So, you know, it just worked out that way. So it's like if you got something where you feel like, oh, I can't do, yes the fuck you can.
Yeah.
Yes the fuck you can.
Yeah. For sure.
So what's up, CS? You got anything to add to that, man?
You
Just
a
listen to the fucking Free World and shout out to Lambs
Gang.
and Chris Crooks and fucking
Vegas,
Death
Dorian,
Trap,
Death Trap,
Vegas,
homies,
Dorian,
all that,
who, K Sosa, goddamn Free Cash, Flatline Frank, what's up, man?
Facts. That's my brother. Yeah, man. It's like shout
Listen
out,
to more local artists,
Yeah.
all right?
Shout out to
Support
the
local.
Cincinnati scene that's
How the
not
fuck
hate.
Jay-Z get where he at now if he didn't have people supporting him? Dumb it or them,
Nipsey Hussle sold his album for $100 a pop, and they bought all.
and they
of them.
bought all of it. All right,
Facts.
So
you guys.
So let's get into it. We gonna get into our segments.
Dig what I'm saying?
We gonna get into our segments, bro. So we got two staple segments to the show. So the first one, which is our newest one, is called "What You Looking At." Have y'all heard of that one yet?
No,
Yes,
no.
We've been on. So,
Bring it.
so
bring it
what
to
you're
the
looking
table.
at is basically this is not on the script. This is totally free form, off the dome. What's currently catching our attention at the moment? Could be a game, could be a car, could be something going out in the world. So I leave it up to you. So I'm gonna go to 3 first. 3. What you looking at this week?
honestly, I am looking at Kai Green's return to Mr. Olympia. If y'all don't know, I'm kind of a fitness head. I'm getting more and more indulged in it.
See you bulking up.
But yeah,
See you bulking up.
but Kai Green,
Stupid.
and I think I forgot who he's trying to go against and take the crown from, or just dethrone. I think it's due that Kai Green wins a Mr. Olympia. I am interested. I follow him on Instagram. I am so happy that he's back. He's been over to Mumbai and he's been everywhere, and now he's finally coming back. His physique is looking nice. He's been training like crazy. So I'm looking at that, man. I want to see him. I think I'm gonna run up to the Arnold next year and hopefully meet and
Let me
greet
know
him.
when you do. I want to
Yeah.
I definitely
So,
write that up.
I can't go up there looking like a small boy. I gotta get my delts and traps. My legs are growing like crazy, but I need to get my delts and traps going.
Going in a Big Mac.
But I'm looking at Kai Green, man. I wish you the best. I am going to be rooting you on. I've been following you since I don't know when. I am so proud of you coming back. Hold it down for dark skinned players.
Okay.
I wish you all support. So that's what I'm looking at. CS.
Shit, the thing I'm looking at this week. Whoa, is the rainforest still on fire?
Yes.
It's still on fire right now.
I don't know if it's still
Can
on
y'all
fire, but
it's still on
like
fire,
stop with
but-
that shit, man? Like, you don't need to, modernize or whatever the fuck you plan on doing to the Amazon for burning it up. I don't know who the dude is that's running things down there. Like,
I'm not sure. I know it was a self-made fire.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
who
definitely.
started it.
But like, I don't know what it is y'all going for down there.
But it's not just
It ain't-
Amazon. It's forest in Africa. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
What? They burning shit in Africa too now?
Yes, sir.
Like it's what?
Good thing to bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's kind of fucked up?
Look, man, all you rich motherfuckers in this world need to put y'all goddamn money together and save the forest, save Africa, save all the homeless people in the world, feed the children, and
I believe in children.
that part, all right.
Caleb,
what
what
I'm
about
looking
you?
at.
What you looking at?
This week I'm kind of looking at just what's the words I want to look for? Self-improvement.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind
Oh,
of.
yeah.
Brother, all right, all right.
I'm kind of in a weird spot in life right now, you know, like I don't have a lot of money right now, kind of struggling, kind of doing this, but I've come to understand that life is what you make it
sure.
every single day. You know, it's like you can have the worst situation ever, you can have the best situation ever and still have the same things in both manners. It's all about how you look at it and how you perceive it. I was just talking to, Piff about this on my way over here. So that's like, sometimes I get down in the dumps about how I am, but then I also look at, the things that are going good for me and try to concentrate on those things. So, to any young creatives, any young people, anybody out there just in general, if you're depressed, if you're sad or something, pick up something that you like to do, pick up something that's a hobby of yours and work on that shit. And I promise if you put the same amount of depression that you have into the energy of what you're working on, it's going to take you somewhere. All I'm doing right now, I can't even get no money right now, but all I'm doing at home is DJ until I get something. And so, just do what y'all do. Just, stay up on your shit. Don't get too depressed and too stuck in whatever you in, because I promise the storm will end.
We're gonna get you in the session, bro. We're gonna get you in the session. I'm gonna get you right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you everything.
He
I
be
know.
holding it down too.
Trying to, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this.
So,
So,
what you looking at?
What you got it, babe?
I'm gonna take my glasses off for this one.
It's getting serious.
Because I'm glad you brought that to my attention.
What?
About that film. So that's the knock, y'all. So just letting y'all know, we got my wife incorporated to the show. So we gave her a time limit, so it'll be about an hour. So whenever it reaches the hour limit, she gonna let us know by knocking, saying you need to get to daddy duties.
Oh,
yeah. So just letting y'all know that's what that is. So what I'm looking at, and like I said, I'm glad you brought that feedback to my attention, because this is gonna kind of pertain to that story, the story of what I'm looking at. So there was a female athlete. She's a swimmer. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
Who won the swim meet, and because the judges didn't like the way she was dressed, they disqualified her. But let me say this: the rest of the team had on the exact same outfit. These were the school, regulated outfits. The only reason,
Just wait.
the only reason why she got disqualified was because she had curves. They didn't like the way she was accentuated. So
Just wait.
So it got revoked. Obviously, it got revoked because they disqualified, because she did win the meet fair and square, or regulatory outfits and everything, and they are discussing the win and if she should get it. But my point is, you cannot discriminate somebody against how they are built or how they look.
Yeah.
But the kicker with that story is that she was fine on the dive into the pool to start the race.
Thank you for bringing
She
it.
won the race, and upon getting pulled out, is when they notice that it was cheek to cheek showing.
Kind of same thing with that volleyball player.
Yeah.
That when she hit the ground, the cheeks started going.
Yeah. So what happened was
I
is
see.
that she was disqualified because her buttocks was hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't take into account that not only was she moving, but she was hauling ass to and from.
Thank you.
And when she got pulled out, obviously she readjusted. But I don't know one swimmer who can't readjust, who doesn't have to readjust.
Yeah, like I just.
So-
I would like to
Yes,
see
go
a
ahead.
picture.
Please add on.
I would like to
That's
see a
just
picture.
terrible to me. Like,
Oh,
I feel-
no,
Yeah,
never
this is high
mind.
school.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't want to
feel-
see no picture.
No, none of that. None of that. I
To
was
that,
gonna say the other
particular,
one.
to that particular woman, I'm sure every man would agree here. We never, ever, ever condone the sexualizing of women or anything like that. We all have kids, we all have daughters, we have mothers, wives, yeah, all of that. But I just feel like that's really, really bad. Like, and I feel bad for women in our society because it's just like, you know, me and my girl were talking about this. Is like women are sexualized no matter what.
Oh, for sure.
No matter what, and it doesn't matter. And because we were originally talking about rap and how women use their looks to get up, but then we started to realize women have to use their looks to get up in corporate settings, to get certain jobs or interviews or whatever. And it's like I really feel bad for the women in our times because it's all about how you look now.
Yeah.
She
Before
was
we
black,
move-
wasn't she?
Yes.
Yes, she was. And before we move on to the next one, I just want to add on to guys are getting that way too.
No, for sure.
Because
Obviously.
I mean, you know,
Talk about it now.
but the dude I was gonna bring up was Jason Momoa and Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
You think women went to go see Aquaman because of the comics?
No, they ain't know a goddamn thing because otherwise they would have boycotted Aquaman like they was trying to do Little Mermaid because the real Aquaman is a white man with blonde hair, blue eyes, not a Pacific
And he has
Islander
a shirt on.
with
He has a scale shirt on.
scale shirt,
Not
all
a
right,
bunch of
not a tin
tattoos
hat
and
with.
So technically, Thor should have
Motorcycle
played
tie.
Aquaman, right?
And that was the thing too, because girls
Just-
were going to
just-
see that movie because of Thor.
Just to let
Exactly.
you know, Pacific Islanders are actually black.
Hey, look,
Yep.
I got an incident on some tests. So,
don't
Okay.
get us started right now. Don't get us
so
started right now.
we gonna finish this part one of this show up with our staple segment
Yes.
called the
Hall
Hall
Pass.
Pass.
Yep.
Are you guys know what a Hall Pass is?
Mm-hmm. I know what a hall pass
Break
is.
it
Caleb,
Talk
you
to
know what
him.
it is?
Break
Talk
it
to
down.
him.
So a hall pass is consent by your significant other to have relations with another individual. Why I'm saying individuals because on past shows we've had people say fictional characters and people not of height stature. So Caleb, since I just broke that down, put you on the spot. Who would be your hall pass this week?
Rihanna, I'm not even thinking.
Damn.
about it.
Damn.
Did you get her
I
pregnant?
didn't.
What was that?
Are you the one that got her pregnant?
That's
Are you the one that got her
That's
pregnant?
right. That was quick.
I don't even think he listened to what you were saying.
No.
As soon as he said when your significant other lets you do something,
It's consent.
I
It's
knew.
laying down. It's
Boom,
text
I knew.
messages, yeah.
boom, I knew.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell almost,
Yeah.
You got it.
I tell almost
Give it a 10.
I'm sorry. I tell every girl I'm with, babe, I'm sorry at home. I tell every girl I'm with, and it'll be this way until this woman is married. If Rihanna ever gave me a chance, I don't give a shit if we were together for 10 years. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm sorry. Like that's my
Right.
baby. That's my boo. But that's my hall pass.
I'm gonna give you a clap because that's record time, bro.
Yeah, that is.
That's
That
my
is,
hall
that
pass.
is.
Yeah.
CS.
I can't say Gamora again.
No.
Nah, you can't. You can't. So okay, you accept the
All right. Give me Jennifer Lopez.
Okay. Wait. Jennifer
Hey man, y'all got
Lopez.
mad at me when I said that.
You want Jennifer Lopez now?
Yes, you
You
did.
said,
You don't want her.
I said I beat you.
No.
Oh, you and J.A. got mad at me when I said J-Lo. Cause I said she
You feel like she might be more experienced. She might be
I said I beat you.
Dust off that pussy.
Because I had two.
Okay.
Whatever.
Speaking of that,
I didn't
bro,
get mad.
you know
I-
the woman who
I
played
like
Miss
that.
Carter or Miss Parker in Friday is 68.
Damn.
Now?
Yes. In the movies, she was like 40 something, yo.
Bruh.
Yeah, like I know this is totally
Miss
off
Parker.
topic. I'm sorry,
No.
but like me and my
That's
girl
cool.
was watching Friday,
That's gonna
and we
lead
were
us to
talking
the
about
next.
how like you know when you're a kid you don't really realize shit, but as you get older you look at people and realize how old they are. And we looking at Miss Parker like, damn, like you know you bad, but you looking kind of old. I look her up. That woman is 68 today. She was like
Still look
40.
bad?
Still look bad. Still
Knock the
still
dust
bad.
off of it.
But you should have seen her when she was in her 20s. You think she was bad in Friday? You should have seen her when she was in her 20s. It was like, oh shit. Like, sorry to get off topic. That was some more.
I'm gonna have to go with Lala Anthony.
Ooh,
Okay.
I give him that. especially after that episode of Power she was in.
I haven't seen it, so don't say nothing. I haven't seen the new one.
I think it's exposed.
Just look it up, man.
This is why.
Just look it up. Just look it up, man. Just look it up. I'm not
Those
gonna.
things are huge.
She was right, man.
Look it up.
My coworker was right.
Nah, it's not that. It was
Look it up.
Like,
Look it up.
you supposed to talk about dudes? Like,
I can hear nothing.
Yeah, two dudes at a barbecue. Hey, dog, you see that guy playing basketball? No, like I'm not like that's not me. Like
It's not what I do.
So who's your hall pass, damn it?
Eva Mendes.
High five.
Eva Mendes. What on?
Eva Mendes.
She was a wife
Training
in Training
Day.
Day. She was on Hitch.
She used to get
Oh,
naked
yeah.
in everything back in the day.
I haven't seen
Hey, nah, she was butt ass naked in Training Day. I was just like,
Push all out. I
God.
never
Another
approved
guy.
of
Damn.
Bush until that.
you
Will
don't approve.
Ferrell.
No, I was.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. I was gonna say you don't approve of Bush.
Oh, my
She was naked in
Yeah,
Go watch Training
when he went back to the crib.
Yeah.
When
and-
Ethan Hawke went back to the crib to
And he
go.
flicked a cigarette at her.
No. When Ethan Hawke
He
went back
opened
to
up the
crib
door or
to-
whatever, and she was in a bed.
Yeah,
and she
and-
grabbed the cover like,
and Denzel
went,
flicked the-
like full frontal.
Yeah,
She
you
took
see
her
titties on
sweet
it.
time to
Get
get that
blanket
cover.
and shit. Go watch Training Day.
Bush and
I've seen
everything.
Training Day a lot of times.
Go watch Training
Day.
And just you fast forward past that scene.
Hey,
He must be blinking to go to the bathroom every single time or something.
yep. You better not be playing in that toilet.
Hey, that's a good winning.
Yo,
Take a
Look away.
selfie.
So that concludes part 1 of this episode. Thank you so much to our special guest. We will come back with you at part 2. Please make sure you log in and join us next episode next week. But before we close out, make sure that you follow us at mixitup.513 on all social media networks at mixitup.513, and you subscribe and watch the full length of this interview episode, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube, which is Mix Space It Up 513. Sylvie, give them our contact.
Also, if you guys got any segments that you'd like us to put on or topics that you'd like us to discuss, please email us at 513mixitup@gmail.com.
Yes,
Gang.
we love you. Make sure you guys come back for part 2.
One more thing. Shout out to my buddy from Ghana, Augustine, for the Color Fro shirt. If you want one, he got plenty of other stuff, man. Go to colorfro.com, COLOURFRO.com. You get t-shirts, you get the hats, you get sweaters, you got hoodies. Man, he probably got some shoes on there. He got some bags.
Hey, I learned the drip from him, so.
Man, look, man, and it's to the motherland, man. You know what I'm saying? Colorfro.com.
Shout out Elfie.
Peace.